Hey guys, welcome back to Married to Medicine LA. We have reached the season finale. Yes, I said it. The season finale went by so fast. But of course, we're going to bring you Money Sisters. They finally meet up. Rob, he apologized to Shanique. And Britten's big new move back to Orlando. So stay tuned. We're going to get right to it.
You're tuned in to AfterBuzz TV, the ESPN of TV talk. Now, let the buzz begin.
I need to dance because, listen, it's been a struggle tonight, okay? But I just wanted to say first, though, Happy Easter, everyone.
Happy Easter.
Yes. Happy Easter Resurrection Day.
Sunday, yeah.
We're on it. So I guess I hope you guys had a lovely Easter today. It's probably wrapping up, if you're not in California. But anywho, welcome back to Married to Medicine. It is a season finale, and I feel like this went by really fast.
It did go by very fast.
Very fast. But before we get into the episode, I'm your host, Sierra Stafford. And to the left of me, I have Alexis. How are you doing?
I'm good. I'm happy to be here. How are you?
We're good.
Good.
So we're just gonna kick this off. So it's kind of crazy that it's only been like 7 episodes, and I feel like we didn't get a lot from this season, but we're gonna do the best we can with what they gave us. So of course we knew that Money was trying to meet up with her sister finally. And so they always talked on the phone. They never got to see each other in person. So they finally got to meet in person, and I mean, as we all predicted, it was very emotional. So just tell us your thoughts about it.
I actually cried. I am such a huge crybaby. If I see anybody else cry, I am going to cry. So I really got emotional. I thought it was such a beautiful moment when they finally got to meet. You could just feel how happy and how, excited they were to finally be able to touch each other and to hug each other and just finally get to have that relationship they never got to have. So I was really, really excited and happy for them.
I was too. I was actually surprised because you would think because they keep talking about, I always knew I had a sister, or I didn't know I had a sister. So to see that they really been looking for each other, really wanted this is wow, wow. I don't know how I would feel if that was me after so many years, but I mean, the emotions were real. They cried. She also brought her son with her, so she got to meet her nephew, which was cool.
Which was crazy that the nephew and her son look exactly alike.
No, seriously, they look alike.
They look like they could be twins.
Any Money and the sisters look
they
alike.
They do look alike.
They look alike.
But it was so crazy to me how much their sons looked alike. It's wow, you would think they're brothers.
This is weird.
Yeah.
But I do have to say, there was one thing, I hate that. And if they do come back next season, I hope that we get more into it. But when kind of the sister mentioned that I was talking to Dad about you on how I should come at you.
Yeah.
And I'm like...
And he was like, she's just like you. And it's like, but how do you know that?
And I'm confused as to why do you have this relationship with her but not with me? And how are you telling this girl about me but you can't even talk to me directly?
Right, yeah.
So that whole thing, honestly, Dr. Money, in my opinion, she's very strong because I would want to see my sister, but I'm going to want to ask questions.
Right.
And I feel like they're not getting to the meat and potatoes of the root of the issue. So,
right. I
mean, I don't like it. I don't know how you feel. What do you feel?
I felt the same way when he was like, oh, she's just like you. You'll be fine. I was like you said, 1, y'all are having this conversation about her, but you don't want to talk to her. And then 2, how do you know I'm just like her? You haven't talked to me in years. We don't have a relationship. So how can you really say that if you don't know me? Yeah. And she took it very well. She just kind of brushed it off and kept up with the conversation. But I know if it was me,
irritating for me.
I'd be like... What do you mean he said that? He doesn't even know me. And why, he can talk about me, but he can't talk to me. I don't know. It was a weird situation
and
for
I
me.
think Money, I mean, like I said, I can't relate to the situation, but I can imagine how she feels, but it's I wish that her emotions wouldn't get so much of her, because it's I want to be my sister, but you're forgetting the root of the issue, which is your dad.
Right.
And it's she's just the second part. He the first part. So I don't know, but
maybe she was just, really happy to meet her sister. It was a very happy moment. Maybe she just didn't want to dwell on the negativity of it all. And maybe, after more time being around each other, they can finally have that conversation and get deeper into,
because
why
even the
is this
sister,
happening?
she don't feel weird. Just keep saying daddy said. I would feel bad saying that in front of her, knowing
that's a good.
That's
point
why I said
too.
I'm irritated. I'm sorry, y'all. I'm really sad for. I mean, not sad. I'm really happy for them. I really am. But watching them together,
that's a really good
point.
It
does irk me. I'm sorry.
I would think if it was me, that would feel really awkward for me. Like, I'm sitting here talking about my experience and how I got to talk to Dad, and you know that I've been trying to reach out to him and I haven't been able to talk to him, and that he left me.
Or
and
as a sister, say, here, let me put him in, do something.
It's kind of in a braggy way, and now that you say that, I'm like, wait, that's a little messed up.
So listen, this the first season, y'all. We just got introduced to everyone, okay? So like I said, if there's a season 2, I need to see more, because right now I have to say, I'm here for it, yes, but I'm not here for it. So sorry if I sound insensitive, but I just call it how it is.
Yeah, well, regardless, I hope their sister relationship stays strong.
Oh, definitely,
and they continue to grow closer, but they definitely need to have that conversation at some point of, okay, am I going to meet him? And if I'm not, why? And how come you have this relationship with him and I don't? And how can we kind of bridge this gap? So,
yes.
We'll see if season 2 comes around.
We'll see. Well, speaking of bridging gaps, so as we know, last time Rob kind of came at Shanique crazy about the whole, quit your job, be a stay-at-home mom with the kids. It just went left. So this episode, he tried to redeem himself, and so he made her dinner. He got the kids and was like, I have to get back out the doghouse. So Rob kind of redeemed himself. Honestly, I didn't think he had to do all that. Am I
really? I thought he did. He was being mean.
Oh yeah, he definitely was being mean. But the fact that he took, I guess, okay, not do all that, but the fact that he took that extra step to go all out, I was like, okay, okay.
Yeah. She must have really been like not
upset,
talking to him. Yeah, and he was like, okay, it's going to take more than just a regular apology to kind of make it up to her. And I'm glad he kind of did a little bit more than usual.
Well, you're right, because now that you say that, she was upset about it. And I actually did kind of relate with her. I would be upset too. My feelings would be hurt.
Right.
So, and she probably, as women, once we're salty about something, no matter how bad we probably want to talk to you, want to be booed up.
Yeah.
If we're feeling like that deep down inside, I'm going to act funny. You're going to feel this wrath.
Yeah.
So that's probably what it was. So.
I loved how he got the kids involved, though, and they seemed so excited to be surprising their mom and to be helping
They probably have no idea what was going on.
Yeah, they probably don't know that he was trying to get out of the doghouse, but I love how they were so excited to be helping him and to do this big surprise for their mom. I thought that was really, really cute. I also cried on that part, but like I said, I'm a crier, so...
Yes, what was the solution?
The solution was they made up. He said, I'm sorry that I made you feel that way. I was being insensitive. I wasn't thinking about your feelings. And he was right. He kind of was just thinking about himself and what was convenient for him. But at the same time, he did mention, I had been on a 32-hour shift. I'm probably not thinking with my right mind or with the right emotions that I should have for this conversation. So maybe in the future, he'll be like, okay, maybe we should have this conversation after I go to bed.
Or the next day.
Yeah, have it the next day, because I'm not really going to have the empathy that you need me to have right now. So maybe in the future, he'll know to do that.
That was a good apology, because sometimes people apologize and it's like,
yeah, and that's why it's good that he did kind of go all out, because it could just be like, oh, I'm just apologizing just so you're not mad at me anymore, but I don't really feel like I did wrong. But for him to go all out, I feel like really shows that he realizes what he did wasn't so cool. But the one thing about his apology dinner is he didn't make no sides to go with that lasagna.
Oh my goodness.
I was sitting there watching them eat, and I was like, it's literally just a plate of lasagna. Rob, I'm gonna need you to make a salad,
some corn, something, some breadsticks,
some garlic bread. Like, you eating some lasagna. Like, I'm gonna need a little bit more than just a big plate of lasagna. Yeah, that's such a guy thing. They always make one thing. I remember as a kid, my dad, he always made pork chops and there were never any sides. And it's just such a man thing.
Wait, what?
Pork chops were his thing, but we knew it was just going to be pork chops.
Yeah, some bread. Go get a loaf of bread.
Yeah, something. Yeah, it's hard for the men out there.
It's men. Let's get it together. Well, we have it together here. So let's gonna show you how we read to you guys how we have it together.
So hey guys, before we move on to the next topic, we just want to say a huge thank you for tuning in every week and watching us and making us the ESPN of TV talk. We love doing what we do. We love watching and talking about our crazy shows with you, but we cannot continue to do it without you. So if you are watching on YouTube, please like and subscribe and comment down below, because we are seeing your live comments. And if you're listening on iTunes, please make sure to give us a 5-star rating. And as always, please continue to tune in every week, because we cannot talk to ourselves. We want to talk to you.
That's literally straight like that. Don't leave us hanging, you guys. And always, leave your comments in the comment section. We will shout you out.
Yes.
Now, Listen, this next topic, you guys, y'all know how I feel about this since the first episode. So Britten, she lost the war, guys.
For now, the battle, but not the war.
Yes, you're right. No pun intended, by the way. So Britten is moving back to Florida or Orlando. I guess, she didn't meet the deadline. But I was actually surprised. She seemed like she was okay.
Yeah, at the beginning I was like, wow, she gave in really quickly. But then I realized towards the end of the show that she's just moving there until her new job starts. So she's going to come back, but she's going to go back to Orlando. And I think that's fair.
Yeah, and it worked out perfectly in that way. Yeah.
So she can, spend the rest of the year with her family, kind of figure some more things out. And then hopefully when she does come back for her job, they have taken some time, to find a house and to figure out what exactly they're going to do. So hopefully with season 2, they're moving into their big, beautiful house somewhere in California and she can start her new job. But right now...
See, that's a whole prediction right there.
That's my prediction for season 2 is that they work it out. But for now, she's headed back to the South.
And that really makes me happy for her because I was like, I didn't like how they were like, pulling the string because I know Britten wants to be in LA. She does not want to be in Orlando. So, but the fact that she can be with her family now and then of course move back later, I feel like that is the perfect thing for them because they were not going to find this country home or this city, whatever they wanted, they were not going to find it in that time. So I feel like this was the perfect solution. So I'm really happy for them.
Yeah, but what got me, and I feel like they may have talked about it before, but I don't remember. I just know today she mentioned that usually when she's in Orlando, he's the one always moving and going to different cities. And I didn't know that was the case. So it's like, I don't really feel too bad for him anymore like I did in the past because you're moving around and doing things for work too, but you're making her feel bad because she wants to do the same thing. What? So it kind of changed my opinion on it.
What is he moving around for? Ain't he a superintendent?
I don't know. I still am not clear on what exactly he does, but they said in this episode today, they were like, well, when you're in Orlando, he's the one moving around and going to different places and you're with the kids. And I was like, well, okay. So they're both doing it. So I feel like he should be a little bit more understanding.
You know how men are. Yeah. They don't want the roles to be switched. And we talked about that early in the season. Like, they want women to do all the hard work, but when it's their time, it's like rocket science. Yeah. So, no, boo, you lived it. But, I mean, it's all good. She back home now, so.
Yeah. They'll figure it out. Yeah. They see, regardless of all of the odds that they've had this season, they've still been very strong and committed and figured out a way to make it work. And I think as long as they continue to do that, they'll have a good marriage and they'll figure it out.
And I do, for sure, though, regardless, I do feel like they're a very solid couple. Yeah. Yeah, so I'm happy for them.
We stand, Black Love.
Yes, we stand. Just find a house, but we stand. I'm kidding. Okay, so we're just going to get straight into our predictions because, it's just time to wrap it up. Season finale, wow.
And now, your AfterBuzz TV predictions.
Whew. That was a little extra.
Yeah,
okay.
That got real scary.
It made me feel like I was back in October.
I thought I saw some spider webs showing up on the walls.
Happy Halloween. Okay, so what is your prediction? Even though I think you already gave it to him, Skinny.
First off, my prediction is hopefully that they get a season 2. So fingers crossed for that.
Yeah.
And I think when they do come back for season 2, we'll see that, Britt and her husband found a way to make it work in LA or in Orlando as long as they make it work for something. But I think for the purpose of the show, she needs to be in LA.
Yeah.
I think that Imani and her sister are going to, continue to have a strong relationship and hopefully we'll get some more answers about her dad and a meetup with her dad, just like we got a meetup with her sister this season, that we'll get a meetup with their dad. And other than that, I just predict everybody still being a close-knit group of friends. Maybe we'll see some new wives or some new doctors next season that can add to the dynamic of the show. But for now, let's just keep our fingers crossed for season 2.
Definitely. So as we know, this season actually started off really going good. So it's possible there may be a season 2, but I just really hope that in this next season that we dig more into the men's life.
Oh, yeah.
Usually I feel like for example, Atlanta, we knew exactly what the husbands did. We knew exactly how they were. This time they were kind of, we got the husbands, but not a lot of the husbands. Right. I still have a lot of questions about Dr. Larry and Mac back, and Rob kind of got a lot of answers from him. But so I just really hope that they just get more into that. And then I wonder if Jasmine is going to come around with her husband, or just tell like, you know, why doesn't he want to be on the show, or why don't you want to talk about him? So just really get more into it, because right now I feel like everything kind of played it safe this season.
I think she's feeling the pressure in regards to that, and that's why she posted him on Instagram. Because I think she realized, okay, people think you really don't have a man, boo. They think you got a ghost boyfriend. So maybe because of that, she'd be like, okay, well, I'm going to bring him on the show. Or maybe she feels like she needs to be an official cast member before she opens up that part of her life, which I agree with and understand. You know?
Okay. Now that you put it in that way, that makes sense. Okay, so season 2 then. That means you better come with it.
Yeah.
So we gave you an icebreaker. We gave you time. So just give it to us, because I feel like that will also make the show better and more juicy as a whole, because you can't play it safe on reality TV. You gotta have all the tea. So. Yeah, and just let us know what you guys think in the comments below. What you think season 2 will be. You know, are you excited for season 2? I mean, how do you feel about it overall? So till next time, guys.
Until our next time together.
So until next time, you can find me on my social media at Sierra B. Stafford on my Instagram and my Twitter. And where can we find you, Alexis?
You can find me on all social media, Twitter, Instagram, whatever, at I am Lexi Fierce. Make sure you follow me.
Yes, so till next time, guys. Bye.
Bye. Buzz you later.
Our founder, Keven Undergaro, and me, Maria Menounos, would like to thank you for tuning in to AfterBuzz TV. Remember, we're not just the first, we're the biggest in the world, and we're the only destination for all your favorite TV shows. Whatever you crave, we've got it. So go to AfterBuzzTV.com and check out our lineup. Buzz you later.
The views expressed herein are those of the hosts only and do not necessarily reflect the views of AfterBuzz TV or its owners or principals.